Hello and welcome back to another video of Kiwi Investments. Throughout the last couple of years, there has been many changes to brokerage fees in New Zealand. At some points in this video, as we work our way through the fees, it might get a little confusing, but stick around till the end and it will make sense. Now the first confusion comes when you exchange the money. Sharesies state that you are charged 0.5% currency exchange fee when you exchange your money, and Hatch says 0.5% as well on their website. So you would think that they charge the same amount to exchange your money, right? Well, that's what most other YouTubers and bloggers say as well. Again, their calculation is all wrong, so please make sure you're getting your information from a source that is correct. Otherwise, you would be wasting your time and money. Because the fact is, these two are very different. The 0.5% Sharesies is talking about is calculated on the amount to be exchanged, and the calculation to find that out is a little more complex than just timesing it by 0.5%. The 0.5% Hatch is talking about is on the interbank rate, which is the exchange rate and not the amount. And in this video, you will see how differences like this between the platforms end up with you paying different amount of fees throughout your investing journey, which can eat up your profit or make your losses bigger. By the way, I have referral links to all of these platforms, so if you're thinking about signing up, get yourself some free money while you're doing it. Alright, let's now start comparing fees. First thing you have to do when you want to invest in American companies is to exchange your New Zealand dollars, and all three platforms will give you different exchange rates. What I have done is I have taken a snapshot of the exchange rate from all three platforms. So I have copied and pasted the exchange rate directly from their websites, and on my website I will let you know exactly when I have done that. I will try to update them regularly as much as I can. So there you go, you can now see the difference between the platforms already. There's not much I can say about this because the exact method by which both Sharesies and Stake determine the exchange rate is not publicly available. Hatch is the only one that provides details on how they determine the exchange rate and how they include the exchange fee in there. So to keep it simple, I have written included here in the fee section because, like I have said before, the fee is in the rate and not the amount you choose to invest. Alright, now let's come up here and let's say you have 1,000 New Zealand dollars to invest, and you hit enter. And let's say the company you want to invest in has a current share price of 80 cents. So you come up here where it says share price on this free website, the link is in the description, and you type in 80 cents. And I have set up the spreadsheet so it calculates everything automatically. But we will go over the calculation so you have a better understanding of what's going on and how to use this website more effectively. For Stake, the exchange rate is 1% the exchange amount with the minimum of $2. So if we change this to $50, you will be charged $2. But if we invest 1,000 New Zealand dollars, you'll be charged 1% from Stake. For Hatch, the fee is in the rate, like I have explained before. Now for Sharesies is where other YouTubers and bloggers get it confused again. Sharesies charge 0.5% on the amount that is to be invested. So let's say you have $1,000. Well, this $1,000 also contains the 0.5% fee in there, right? So before Sharesies charge the 0.5%, it gets rid of the fee amount, which is 1,000 times 0.5%, which is $5. So 1,000 minus the $5 is $995. The 0.5% is then calculated on this amount, which is the amount that you're actually investing in the company, not the $1,000. So 0.5% of $995 is $4.975, and that is the fee Sharesies will take from your $1,000 investment. Other people see this and calculate 0.5% on the amount, which is completely wrong. $5 compared to $4.97 is not much of a big difference, but the more you invest or keep on investing, the differences will add up and the fee difference will become bigger and bigger for you. I'm just saying, be careful on where and who you get your information from. Anyways, you don't have to worry too much about calculating it properly because we will go through a few examples and you will get the idea of which platform might be right for you. And of course, just a reminder, this is not financial advice. So Stake's fee is on the US amount, Hatch's fee is on the exchange rate, and Sharesies is on the New Zealand dollar amount to be converted. Comparing these fees is not really possible, but what you can compare is the column next to it, which is the amount you get in US dollars. So with our 1,000 New Zealand dollars, when we convert it, we will have about the same as Sharesies and Hatch, with Hatch leading the way by a few cents and Stake at the last place. But our fee journey is not finished yet. We still have the transaction fees to go through. For Sharesies, the transaction fee is 1.9%. Again, most other social media posts, they would charge this 1.9% on the amount here. Let's do a quick example of why that is wrong. If I get my calculator out and let's say you have $100, if we charge 1.9% on that $100, that means the fee would be $1.90. But if you look at the Sharesies website, change this to US and change this to $100, the fee on their website shows you that it's not $1.90. So if you come back to my website, change this to US dollars, and change what you have to $100, you will see that the transaction fee is $1.86, same as what they have in the Sharesies website. So I'm just showing you this to show you that my calculation is correct. Now let's come back to our 1,000 New Zealand dollar example, and you will see $5 here because Sharesies transaction fee gets kept at $5. For Hedge, it's $7.61 because it is a flat $3 for the first 300 shares and then an additional 1 cent for every share after that. Because our share price is only 80 cents, we got about 754 shares. But if the company we want has a higher share price, and most of them do, let's say $50 per share, then the fee becomes a flat $3 because we got less than 300 shares. If we change the share price to $30, we got charged $3 again because it's less than 300 shares. So on my website, you can play around with the share price too. So let's change it back to our example of 80 cents per share. For stake, the new fee is $3 for all trades up to $30,000 and then 0.1% for any trades greater than that. And that's been calculated in this website too. So just to show you, if we change the amount to 50,000 New Zealand dollars, Stake's fee changes to $3.04 because that is 0.01% of the US amount that you're investing. Let's come back to our $1,000 New Zealand example. Next, this is also important because we get to see how many shares of the company you get to own. So with our example, Sharesies gave us 1 more share than Stake and 3 more shares than Hedge. Now let's say you waited for some time and the company you invested in has done well and their share price has increased by 20%. So we come up here to where it says price change and type in 20% or whatever percentage you hope to achieve and press enter. And then you will see what your investments are worth now over here after this purplish line. Let's say the company you invested in has done much better than 20%. Let's say they increased their share price by 60%. And as you can see, the difference between the platforms gets bigger and bigger. And it changes the rank over here. More on that later, but do play around with the price change to see what you might get in different situations. Okay, let's change this back to 20% and now come back to the next part of our journey. Let's say you're happy with that gain and you decide to sell and withdraw your money to your New Zealand bank account so you can enjoy your money. Well, there's going to be fees involved with that too. First comes the selling fees. For all 3 platforms, the selling fees are the same as the buying fees. Transaction fees doesn't change for selling unless with Stake your investment has gone over $30,000. Now the exchange rate. As I have shown before, I take a snapshot of all 3 exchange rates directly from their website. Now comes the exchange fee again, and by now you already know that it is complicated, but I have taken care of the calculations for you, and what you should be looking at is the column next to it, which is how much you get in New Zealand dollars. So with our $1,000 investment and a 20% gain in the share price, we made about $147 profit with Sharesies, $146 profit with Hedge, and $165 profit with Stake. So the last column we have over here very clearly shows who the winner is. We made more money investing with Stake, Sharesies is the runner-up, and Hedge is in the last place. Now this might go against what you might have heard from other people online, and that's because they have either done the calculation wrong or they might not have taken into consideration the differences between the exchange rates because it's not stated in the pricing page of these companies' websites. And because it's not stated, it goes over most people's heads. And I don't want my viewers to get caught out by that. Another thing other people don't talk about is how the share price of the company you want to invest in will affect how much you pay in fees. In our example, the share price of our made-up company was 80 cents. Well, what if it was $100? Then we clearly see that Hedge becomes cheaper than Sharesies because of the fee structure we talked about earlier on in this video. So just because you heard someone say one platform is better than the other, it may not be true to you. That's why I created this website, because everyone is different when it comes to investing. So all you have to do is type in the amount you want to invest here, the share price of your company, and then decide which platform is best for you. Or you can use a combination of the platforms. Because remember, I got referral links to all 3 platforms if you want to join a platform you haven't joined already. There's nothing stopping you from getting the benefits of all 3 platforms. Alright, now what if we don't have 1,000 New Zealand dollars to invest? What if we only have $100? So let's come up here and change it to $100. And then we see that Sharesies is the winner because the $3 transaction fee becomes too much if you're investing small amounts. Now what if you don't calculate New Zealand dollar amount? Let's say you budgeted your investing in US dollar amounts. Well, you can do that here too, and you have seen me do it before. Just come up here and click on this cell and you will get a drop down menu option here. Click on it and change it to US dollars. Then the exchange fee disappears and these 2 columns gets grayed out, and the US dollar amount for all 3 platforms here changes to whatever you put here, and it gets calculated calculate it from here on. So just find the share price of the company you want to invest in, come over here and type it here, and put in the amount you like to invest. Play around with what would happen to your investment if the share price changes, and see which platform is best for you. Now before you go running off, there is a few things to note. These calculations ignore things such as stakes optional fees, like having your money converted faster, and other not free transfer options. Another thing is that if you have uninvested money sitting in your account, you could earn an interest with hedge, whereas Sharesies will make money from your uninvested money. So if you're planning to accumulate a lot of money in your account, you might also want to take this into consideration. Subscribe, like, and share this video to help this channel grow and help to produce more content like this if you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.